This will blow your absolute freaking mind. I mean, I'm 23 years old and I've got $1 million a year company. Our goal was to hit $1 million in like 5 years. We hit it in the first year. Hey, my name is Brayden Fielding. I am in the tree service niche. I'm doing direct mail at a company called Tree Traction. So literally a year ago today, we had like 3 clients or 4 clients, and we were at maybe 12K monthly recurring revenue. And then I'd heard about 7-figure agency. I wanted to try to implement some of the things of my own for a little bit. And so I started kind of building it up, and we got to the point where we were at like 50 or 60K and finally decided, okay, I have the money and the time to invest in learning even more. And so we joined 7-figure agency in October of last year. And between October and February, we went from $60,000 to $135,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. Honestly, before I joined 7-figure agency, I feel like running an agency was super stressful. Like you're constantly trying to figure out what's the next thing that you need to do. And you're kind of like just in charge of figuring it all out. And then I feel like when I joined 7-figure agency, they kind of have a blueprint of exactly what you need to do to remove the next bottleneck. And so I'm constantly in a place where it's like, okay, we're already growing, but instead of me having to figure out what the next best thing is, we talk about different things. And I'm like, oh, that's the next best thing. And they already have the strategy outlined. They've already got mentors and people in place to help you actually implement it. And so I feel like it was just a lot faster to say, okay, like here's the next bottleneck. Now let's push into that direction, which is ultimately the way to scale, is figuring out what the next thing is, whether it's acquiring more clients, keeping your clients longer, delivering a better product, working on that until that's fixed, and then you kind of switch gears. I feel like 7-figure agency really helped me personally to be able to distinguish between work time and personal time. I feel like I really didn't have like a distinction between work time and personal time before. And I feel like I've been able to scale in a smoother way where I'm able to bring on a team and have them help me grow so that I'm not working until midnight every single night trying to grow, which I feel like is like the classic agency space. And there's still nights that I work until midnight, but I've been able to learn how to hire on new people and how to get them to help me grow a business bigger than I ever could do on my own. The people in 7-figure agency are awesome because you end up to become the average of the people that you spend the most time with. And so when you're around people that are way better than you are, you start to look up to them, you start to average up higher. Whereas, if you're at the top of your game, and I was at university and I was studying. And so we were already at the top of anyone that I knew revenue wise. And then you come somewhere like this and you're like, oh shoot, like we're doing nothing. $40,000 a month is nothing when there's companies doing $850,000 a month. And so then you start to network with these people and they give you exactly what you need to do to go from 40 to 100 to 130 to 180. And so it just broadens your horizons to just set your expectations higher. And then they give you the tools and resources to actually get there. So 12 months ago, we were super stoked to ever hit $1 million in a year. Like that was like my main goal in life. At some point, if I could have a business doing that, I was super stoked. And we've already passed that mark less than a year later. And so I think in the next 4 months, we hope to be doing kind of that $2 million a year. We're hoping by the end of the year, we hit 2.5 million. Last year we did 600,000. So significantly better results. I think in the next 3 years, we hope to be at the $3 to $5 million a year range. I feel like the most valuable component of 7-figure agency is the people that you get to meet and interact with and some of the coaches that you get to work with. Obviously, there's a ton of education everywhere, right? 7-figure agency, I think, has some of the best education ever on growing a marketing agency, but it's hard to implement it when there's so much information. And a lot of issues I feel like that I see in life is that people buy courses and they don't know kind of where to start, and so they don't do anything. Some of the best things that we're able to find here is that I'm able to schedule a call with specialty coaches who have ran hundreds of millions of dollars in Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever it is and say, look, here's what our goal is, help me get there. And they can ask us a couple questions about what I'm currently doing, and they can suggest what we need to do next using their years and years and years of experience. That's been a really big thing as far as implementing some of the strategies go to helping us kind of make that move to the next level. Honestly, if you're thinking about joining, I would absolutely do it. If you're at the point where you're ready to kind of level up your game and you have the time to implement real strategies, like this will blow your absolute freaking mind. It's going to increase the speed at which you're able to hit your goals. Our goal was to hit $1 million in like 5 years. We hit it in the first year. Right now, our goal is to hit $5 million in 5 years. And so being around people that are doing so much better than you will change the entire vision for what your life can amount to. I mean, I'm 23 years old and I've got $1 million a year company, right? I never in a million years was in high school or college thinking I would be able to do this. I don't know, just honestly broaden your vision for what you're actually capable of doing. I think 7-figure agency is the absolute best place to be, but you got to be ready. Like you got to be able to like implement stuff and come to masterminds and actually like work. It's so cool to see just how your future really expands.